Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creations. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den. Um, I had a request from a friend. What it was I sent her something and now she wants a tutorial on how I made it. So this is for Charlotte. Do you ever get what I call the what ifs? You're looking at one thing, you say, well, what if we, or what if, well, I get those way too much. Way too much. And what should have been a simple tag that she was requesting for her last giveaway, I ended up with a tag of tags because the what ifs hit. And I'm going to explain how I did that. Now, one thing that I used was an 11 by 17 sheet of cardstock. And I get mine at Staples because they're about the cheapest place I can find. I get a ream of 250 for like 30 bucks. And they last me forever. But a lot of people don't have 11 by 17, and I don't know if Charlotte does. But what I do is I measure these out to 3 1/4, and that's where it starts at. Well, like I said, not everybody has 11 by 17 cardstock. So we're going to do this with regular cardstock. Now, I've done a little bit ahead because if not, we're going to be here all night with this video. I have 2 sheets of regular 8.5 by 11 cardstock. On one, let's see, which one is this? On this, yes, this one here. Get on my, I've got stuff falling all over the place. Move everything out of the way. Okay, on one, you're going to score at 3 1/4. I don't know if you can see it with that, so we'll do it in pen. Right, where's my, see if my marker works. This would be a little bit better. We're going to score at 3 1/4, and then again at 6. Well, that's not even writing good. I'm having time with pens today. Nothing wants to work. All right, you go back up there. So 3 1/4, and then this one is 6. I give up. Let me see what else do I have up here that may write. Well, this one right. No. Hang on. Let's see. One of these in here will write, that's for sure. Yep. That's a pencil. That doesn't have a lid on it. Let's see. Well, am I the only one that goes through this? Alright, 3 1/4, 6 1/2, and these are long way. These are the 11th, going down the 11th side. Across the middle at 5 3/8, you also want to score this way. And this is on sheet number 1. Sheet number 2, we are going to score at 1 1/2, at 4 3/4, and then again at the 8-inch mark. And again across the center at 5 3/8. No, 5 5/8. 5 5/8. Did I put that 5/8? Nope, that should be 5 5/8. It's one little tick after the half-inch mark. So 5 5/8. Now, once you get these done, what you need to do is to fold them. And when I fold mine and fold them over, I make sure my edges here line up. And then we're going to fold all of our like that, and then once in half. Now you'll notice when you fold it in half, one side's going to be shorter than the other. That's what we want. So what I'm going to do here is, see, that goes that way. Then you see, if we're not careful when we put them together, we're going to have that little gap there. That's not what we want. If this happens, there is a way to correct it. Flip our sheet over. I know. See, now we're at side speed. So I want my first part to go this way. So we were going to fold in an accordion style. It's going to come back this way because that's going to complete that one, and fold this way. Now I've got these here, and what you want to do on one side is to put double sticky tape. And I'm going to show you the easiest way I found to make sure these line up is somewhere. I know I have them. I'm going to put a clip there. It goes up. Where's my other clip? Clip that there. Come in here. Find where my tape is. Alright, where's my, here's one. Oh, I can't see the tape. I've inked the edges so that I wouldn't lose where I was. Run that down, and there. We are good. We have our seam. So now when we open this up, our pages are together. Now you can cut this off the side here, which is what I do. But our next step, once we have this, you need to find out which way is your shortest. Now this is my shortest side. So I'm going to come down here, and on each of these folds, like right down here, find me a pair of scissors, right as close to that fold line as you can. All I'm going to do is trim off this bare edge right here. Take it almost to there. When you get there, it easily pulls off. And we're going to do that to each fold on this bottom half. Ever so easy. Just come along the edge. You're only doing it halfway up. Take that part off. Come to my next one. Now I'm moving these out of the way, because if not, you're going to end up cutting part of what we don't want to cut. You say, oh, no, I'm careful. Yeah, I was careful too. I cut into one, and yeah, I had to start all over. Cut it up to the center, and it just pulls right off. And this one's next. I mean, seems a little difficult at first, but if you ever make one, I think the hardest part in this was finding everything I used to mat it with. Now I'm going to come down here and trim off this whole end here, because I don't want that on there. Well, see, I can't even cut straight with a pair of scissors. Okay. Now, get all these little strings and such out of my way. So now we have this. We have all of our little strips, or little sections down here. So, on the first one, this is going to be my first page. Now, I have to decide whether I want a pocket here or a pocket here. But you're going to take your first one, and fold it up. Your second one goes this way. Third goes this way. So you're alternating which way these little flaps go up. And these are what are forming our pockets. So this is our first page. It goes this way. Then we will fold all along here until we end up with something that looks like this. Now, I've got to this stage with another one, I think. I did. I just got to figure out where I put it. Oh, right here. I went ahead and cut different little pages that I thought. And the reason why I'm going to this was because I've inked this one so that you can see it better. But you see how we have a natural lip there for our pocket. See if I got this one. But it doesn't matter, whichever way you want to fold it. I just folded it backwards for myself. Okay, because this is the way I want mine to go. So I'm going to have this pocket back here, but I'll still be able to see it from up front, or I can put it here. So it depends on whether you want to glue this side, these two sides down, or just this side down, depending on where your pocket's oriented. And then you can start with, well, let me see. I think I had the other one right, but I don't want to go back to it because this one's already inked. But you see how easy it is to change your mind on which way? You just alternate your pockets. Alternate your flaps for your pockets. That's it. So, and it goes together just like that. I know it seems complicated, but it's not really. So then what we're going to do is we can come in here, and all we have to do is mat them. But I want to take this one step further, and let me find my things over here. Not that one. And this one, and this one. There, pull out my crocodiles. Because who doesn't love having fun with tools? So, this one here, I get it, so it feels like it lines up a bit better. And then I simply want to come in here, see, with the scallop. Now, if I did all of this at once, it's really hard, but you see it doesn't really want to cut much. But I can come in here and do several at a time. And then, but you're going to have to, when you do that, you're going to have to go ahead and alternate your sides all the way down. And then come in this way. Make sure you've got your flaps pulled down. Well, if I get it. So that it will catch everything there. I got those two. Turn those over. Come back and get this one. I know it can seem a little confusing at first. But, like I said, once you get the hang of it, these things are a breeze. The hardest thing for me is to sit here and mat everything. Not want to stay down there. And then this way. And we're done with that part. Voila. So, I got some of the papers cut because I measured these. And the short sides measure out to, where's my little, I got cheat sheets. Measure out to 3 inches across by 5 1/8 this way. And the larger ones are 3 by 5 1/2. So it's 3 by 5 1/8 and 3 by 5.5. And then all we do is simply put our mats down. We can glue them down. One. There goes one. And then because I have this here, and I think what I'm going to do on this is to make it a top pocket. So I simply come in here and go down each side just like that. Pocket number 1 done. And then this one. The inside pockets here I like, especially when they've got the opening here. I like making this a side pocket. So I know I'm going to have here 2. You can put 1 tag here, or you can even divide this and make this 2 pockets. So however you want to do your pockets is fine. Go through and finish matting and get this done right quick. Like I said, this is probably going to be a bit longer video. Now, if your paper is too tall, that's simple. I'm going to come in here and trim these off. Trim the bottom edge up a little bit. It doesn't matter if it's straight or not. Come back in with, because you have a scallop up top, you want to continue your part up there. Take this around right quick. Get this in, and then we'll glue this on. Like that. Now this one here, I may end up wanting it as 2 pockets. Let's see. I like this one here a bit better. On here. Yep. May have to ink up my thing just a little bit. I still have a juicy pad, so I've got to be sparing with how many times I put my dauber on there. And I showed you in a previous video my big food paw with that. What it was I had miscount. I usually only put, I wait till my ink pad's really dry. I mean, almost to the point where you have to spritz it with water to revive it. And then I add 3 dropperfuls of ink, of the re-inker. Yeah, well, I forgot. I was doing something. I think my granddaughter came in here and asked me something. And I lost count. So instead of 3, I ended up with 4. Now this one I'm going to go all the way across the top. And then about halfway, I'm going to put glue right down there. Just to give me 2 places for little tags. Press that down good. That one's done. Alright, and now this side is a whole one. Now this is where we joined it together, right there. So I know it's going to take a larger sheet. What else have I got in here? I have more than these for large sheets. Oh well. Yeah, that's a bit too tall. Yeah, I'm not used to those scissors yet. I got new scissors. So I'm going to have to play with them a bit till I get used to them. But it'll be fine. I'm going to ink this around here. On goes our glue. Right. Alright. Now put that one down. There. Now, another short one here. Oh, I end up with more shorts than talls. This one's nice. Because to do front and back, you will need 5 of the larger mats and 5 of the smaller ones. And I thought I had enough, but evidently, I'm trying to hurry and get this done because I don't want to take up too much of y'all's time today. And I don't want this to run too long. Alright, this is a solid one. Come in here. And yeah. Where are my regular scissors? I just had, aha. I saw them peeking out. Trim off a touch of that. Come back in here. And I could do it that way. I think I will. That side there, that side there. And quick ink. There. Oh no, that was supposed to, was that a tall one? Yeah, that was a tall one. Okay. I thought I was working on the wrong one. Now, we've done one side. I got that one up. This one, I think I'm going to do this as a side. So, come in here this way. Just gluing top and side. So, I got those two done. Now, I'm going to turn it over. And as you see, we've got the other side to do. So, these two here I know are going to be top loading. So, I've got one there, one there. Okay, I'm going to have enough. Turn that around. trim off the top on that one. Trim a little bit off the top here on this one too. Those are my trash. And chop. Do the same to this one. There and there. And round and round and round. One done. Now, that one there. And then put this one down here on this one. Move that out of the way. Oh, come on, move up, move up. Goes that one. That's two. What else have we got? We got another one of those. But do this one over here. That one down there. And then another one down here on the end. How about some music? I know it's going to be a little, but these are just out of scraps I have. So there's no really rhyme or reason as to what designs I have to pull through. I mean, if you wanted to, you could take one side and take one 12-inch piece of paper and cut consecutive pieces from it so it looks all like one big picture. So, yeah, these are supposed to be top. So I'll come down here. And just do each side just like that. Fold it over. Glue it down there and fold it over. And that is my tag of tags. So now we have to do is our inserts to them. And on the ones that open on the side let's see, this one was top or front or side? Alright, there's the top. I don't want to put a hole in there. This one here, I know is a side here, but there's a top there. This is the side one, right? You know, I got to go back and figure it all out. Yep, this is the side one. So I want to come in here with this one and put a hole on this one here. That's a top. This is a side. And I'll put one here. And then each of the other three will have top loading tags, so they'll already have the little piece coming out. So this is our start. And when we come back next time, we'll do our tags for each one, and we'll do our little embellishments, because you don't want to do too much, because you don't really want this to, grow much more than what it's, already is. And it's going to get bigger once we put the tags in it. We'll do a closure for it, and then as every tag needs a pocket, we'll do our pocket. So that's all in our next video. So if you like my tag of tags, and like I said, this is for you, Charlotte, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time as we continue Tag of Tags Part 2.